Yeah, sure.
Hello and welcome everyone to a really special Sunday stream here at Duelcaster Mage. We have the finals of our March 2019 double elimination dual commander tournament, and we got both players queued up and ready to go here. And I have my friend Sebastian QKey on the line. Hello, Sebastian.
Hello.
And we're just gonna roll right with it, and we're gonna kind of give you our thoughts and commentary as we go, because I know these guys have lives and want to get on with it and are ready and excited to play. So let's get to it.
Way.
Let me just make sure I can see my little chat window here. All right, so we have zkopce on the top is running Najeela, the Blade Blossom. And Denovar on the bottom is running Shalai, Voice of Plenty. So we have a 5-color tempo deck and a green-white kind of just good stuff. How would you describe Shalai, Denovar's Shalai deck?
I would call her somewhat hate-beery. Maybe the best description could be green-white big boys.
Ooh, I like that. Green-white big boys.
Yeah. It's kind of rampy. There are some mana elves in it. There's an Utopia sprawl in it. So yeah, he ramps a lot and sends down big boys or big angels. Better to big angels. And then it curves out. It's pretty curvy deck, and there are some hate elements to it, but I think the game plan is to slam down big boys and get into the face.
I like it. Big boys, green-white big boys. And both of these commanders are pretty recent printings. I mean, Shalai is from Dominaria and Najeela's from Battle Bond. So those are both just this year they were printed. Or no, last year.
Yeah, pretty young commanders. Najeela, obviously the more famous one, while Shalai is pretty new. I think that's the first time I see her in a tournament.
Yeah, Shalai would probably be I would consider the underdog here in this situation, all things being equal. Like, Najeela has put up results in dual commander tournaments before, but Shalai is pretty much a new contender, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
So we have Denovar was on the play and just played a tap land into a turn 2 Sylvan Library, and zkopce led with Elves of Deep Shadow. So
yeah, I wonder if he will slam down the Najeela right away and try to race.
Yeah, I would expect him to. Like, I would expect him. Like, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason not to. I mean, green-white does have some removal, but it's a little bit sparse. And if you can stick Najeela and then back her up with counterspells, I think that's kind of where you want to be.
Yeah, I would agree. And it looks like it if you will see that.
And another typical Najeela with all 5 colors of mana on turn 2.
Yeah, sure. That's how Magic is intended. That you have all the colors all the time.
Hello, Vocotech, aka Tuk Tuk. I know that. I'm starting to get you people's YouTube names figured out. And Ralph Esser, hi, how you doing? Not sure if this is your first time watching, but glad to have you guys.
He's from Germany, by the way.
So, oh, he's one of your crew?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, welcome. And we already got 10 people watching. Nice. That's pretty good. Higher than usual, I would say.
Yeah.
One thing of note here that we haven't mentioned yet is that this is we're doing best of 5 for the finals match. So Denovar arrived here from the upper bracket or the winner's bracket, and so we kind of had the somewhat of a vote here, try to make it democratic, and we were gonna delay this till April, but I asked both of these guys, and there was a consensus that they wanted to try it right away. So we're going to get the full best of 5, 3 to 5 games, I guess. And Denovar, since he got there from the upper bracket, he had the choice to play or draw first, and he decided to play pretty clearly. And zkopce came battled up from the lower bracket. It's funny, I kept calling it winners and losers bracket, and then I was watching the Mythic Invitational, and they're like upper and lower. I'm like, yeah, that seems like way less of a pejorative way to say like losers bracket, like lower bracket.
Yeah, just because you lose one time, you're not a loser.
Yeah.
But technically, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I think in a double elimination tournament, that's just traditional to call it loser bracket. But in the end, it's more like you just ran into a hard opponent, and that's your second life. So upper and lower bracket sounds just a bit less offensive, right?
Yeah. I'll be changing my language from now on. So we have an interesting play here. He attacks with Najeela, which got to be suspicious if you're a Denovar, right? Like into the Kasali Pride Mage. But Najeela kind of blew him out with this Invigorate, which is an amazing card as a just straight up free pump spell. So
yeah.
Pretty
interesting.
Pretty big blowout, I mean, I would say.
Yeah, it's kind of I wouldn't call it blowout, because it was just like playing in the free removal. That's okay, but he still had to invest a hand card, and Denovar is still at 21 lives, so that's okay.
Yeah, I think what puts it over the top for me is the fact that he got a free warrior out of the deal, and he's probably leaving counter magic up. So he didn't have to spend any mana at this point in the game. Is pretty crucial. Yeah,
okay, I have to agree on that.
Yeah,
and if you pay close attention to the hand cards, Denovar's at 2, zkopce is at 5.
Oh my gosh! Did Denovar mulligan? Did I miss that?
Let me see. Denovar took a mulligan to 6. And he played first, so. And the 2 cards in game are from the command zone, the warrior and the Najeela. So
yeah, it's looking. I mean, right now it's looking like Najeela has the upper hand quite strongly. I mean, if I were to have an advantage bar on the screen, I would be pointing it pretty firmly in zkopce's direction right now.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Let's see if zkopce has encounter. It's kinda probable. Because he plays like I think it's 7 counters, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably even more than that.
No. It's I think it's just single blue counters, and some counters can't counter creature spells, so I was not counting them.
True. Yeah, like Spell Pierce and stuff. You're right, he doesn't have any double blue counters.
Yeah.
But we should probably mention to the viewers that this is not what you might imagine as a typical Najeela list. This is a very aggro control tempo version. A
very interesting choice.
Yes.
Play the Verdant Catacombs in advance.
I think he's playing around 4 spike in days, is my guess.
Yeah.
So Denovar, at the end of zkopce's turn, worldly tutored for Courser of Krufix, which is great stats against Najeela, besides being a good creature by itself. I think that's probably the main reason why he tutored for it. Ooh, yep.
Yep, miscalculation.
Yeah, so unfortunately for Denovar, the courser gets miscalculated, and it's looking pretty rough for him. He's only got one card left in his hand, and zkopce is going to be able to attack and make 2 more warriors for free here.
If he hits a land drop, he can... okay, that's the wrong land.
You activate her ability. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I always got to keep this in mind. I tend to like forget about it when I'm playing against Najeela, and it's like to my great dissatisfaction and
such a huge tempo swing.
Yes.
If you manage to pull that off.
Yes. But all that being said, Wasteland's a pretty good land as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Because Denovar is on one hand card, so that's it's important. But,
yeah, in taking away lands might mean he's not even able to drop Shalai.
Yeah. Yeah. I think dropping Shalai is not even a good play. Because it's only one blocker, and okay.
Yeah, well,
let's get rid of
might be his only play. So, how are you guys? How is the stream looking to you guys? Can you hear us both okay? Is it smooth? How's the audio? Yeah. Oh wow. Oh, that's actually a pretty good response to Thoughtseize. So Denovar goes Enlightened Tutor.
Yeah.
He's gonna kind of have to get something that costs 3 or less because of this Wasteland. You don't want to be caught. Well, I guess he has Sylvan Library, but either way.
He could go for Birthing Pot. Oh, okay. He goes for the GT. I
say GT, but I don't really know if I'm saying it right.
In Germany, we call it Jitter.
That's probably... Well, I don't know. Is this a Japanese word? It's from a Japanese set. But
yeah, so...
It looks... yeah. I think we can both agree that English is not a good guide for how to pronounce this word.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, I don't really see this being very effective, though, at this point in the game.
Maybe just to get something out of the Enlightened Tutor.
Yeah. Here comes Shalai.
I think zkopce has another counter. Otherwise, he would have wastelanded.
That's a pretty good deduction, I would say.
Oh.
Shalai resolves.
Or she resolves, okay.
Well, if zkopce doesn't have anything, I mean, he's got a good blocker for Najeela, and then if he can get Jite played and equipped, that's, I guess, his way to winning path to victory.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see what the Death Red Gem is up to. Tainted Pact.
Okay, well, any number of answers now for zkopce.
Is there a way we can? Yeah.
Oh yeah. So this is actually tricky on X-Mage. If you're not watching carefully, okay.
He took the City of Brass.
Yeah, he took City of Brass. I almost didn't have it up there in time, but like I played against this and I've been kind of dirtling around and not paying attention. And I'm like, wait, what did he take?
Yeah.
And I missed it before.
Yeah.
So
you have to be quick sometimes.
So it looks like he's trying to get that 5th color of mana, wouldn't you say? To use Najeela's ability. Oh, and the Flame Slash. Denovar's...
That's harsh.
Yeah, Denovar says GG's. All right. Game 1 in the books. zkopce takes it down. Let me... I'm going to get back into this here. It's awkward the way X-Mage makes you rejoin. I just want to make sure I don't miss any of the action here. And they actually kind of like shuffle up who's on top and bottom. Not this time. Okay, good. So
Yeah.
zkopce is still on top, but let me just update this real quick. So 1 win. Got 1-0 so far. Yeah. Is QKey is Ben Hacklander? Is he one of your
Yeah,
buddies?
He's one of my guys from my local game store. Actually, he's a good friend of mine, as well as Ralph.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Both of them, I think they went top 8 on MTG top 8 at one time. So if you want to check him out, just search for them.
Great. They should. Hey, this is a good segue into a little promo for our next league, which is starting in just 2 days. I think April 2nd. We're kicking it off. Just going to be another Duel Commander double elimination tournament, kind of like what we had, and I know I've been talking about this pretty much every week on stream, but the link to if you want to play in that, any of you guys, the link to the sign up page is in the video description or the stream description, and we'd love to have you. The more the merrier. So April's league is going to be just normal Duel Commander rules, and for May we're actually going to do something a little special. We're going to do what I called stipulation, but we're going to play Pauper Duel Commander, which is I'm really excited about it. We've gotten the brewing gears.
Yeah, really interesting format.
Turning.
Really
Yeah, QKey and I played a game earlier today, and he kicked my butt, but it was it was a really good one. And I've already had a few deck ideas in the works. Hola Jorge, how's it going? ¿Cómo estás? Glad to have you.
It looked like oh, come on! It looks like zkopce has taken a mulligan, and yeah, down to 6, but nevertheless turn 3.
Turn 2.
Oh yeah, right. Sorry.
Yeah, he's very good at pulling that off.
Yeah, you could say the deck is designed to do that.
Yeah. So I don't think Denovar mulligan though, did he?
No. He
Okay.
kept to 7.
Okay. Cool.
I'm interested what he will present on turn 3.
Yeah. So far, he's been kind of on the back foot this entire match.
Yeah, I think he plays a similar amount of 1 mana ramp in his deck as zkopce. Ah, okay, we get the Council's Judgment.
All right. Well, at least we're going to have more of a game here. I think Najeela is not going to be able to run away with it, unless we have a Force of Will or something.
Oh, does he run that?
I don't think so.
No, he does not.
Okay, good. Well, he didn't have an island, so I knew Days wasn't a possibility.
Yeah. I don't think he runs... Oh, come on. Really? Into Najeela again?
So it's turn 3 and he's played Najeela twice already.
Great.
This is how I feel playing against Najeela. I want to like claw my eyeballs. Like, oh man. How did so we should mention too that QKey played both of these guys in the tournament. Like we both played in the tournament, and QKey got all the way to the lower bracket finals, so he got 3rd place, but he ended up falling to zkopce there, right?
Yeah, right. And to Denovar, my only 2 losses.
Fitting.
Yeah. They were pretty interesting games, close games. For many people, I don't have to introduce my commander, but I will do for the stream. Mm-hmm. I play Leovold, and I always play him, so that's kind of my catch. The game versus Denovar was pretty close, and and the hexproof clause on Shalai is something that got me, and how she is just a force for herself. Before I speak any further, we see a sort of feast and famine.
Yeah, this is not what Denovar wants to see on the board right now. I can tell you that much.
No, that's. I think no. Denovar is the one who put that to good use against me. But when he first connected, I dropped an obstinate ballot. So it was kind of fitting. Yeah, close games. Pretty grindy. I think for 4 mana, getting such a strong creature is very, very important for the green-white deck. And the game versus Najeela were back and forth. I think I lost 2-0, but this was way, way closer than the score indicates.
Right. Yep. That's often the case. But I mean, wow, Sword of Feast and Famine against a deck running mostly green creatures. That's gotta hurt. Yeah, I don't know if Denovar's running Obstinate Baloth, but that would be pretty sick.
Yeah, kind of blowout sometimes. Sometimes, and most of the times, you wonder why you're playing your 4/4 for 4. And then again, you play Mono Red or Wizard's a Sword, and then you never regret it again.
Are you running Sword of Feast and Famine in your Leovold list?
Not at the moment. I used to. Maybe I have to update it to play it again. But at the moment, I think could be wise to do so, because the format is at the moment very green and very black. So it could be a good indicator to play it again.
Yeah, good point. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I think they're confused about whose priority it is. Hopefully it's no X-Mage glitch or anything. Yeah, me too. That's what I see. Yeah, Sword of Feast and Famine is a really strong card. If you can just hit once with this thing, you've already basically paid for itself. And
yeah, for sure.
The like you mentioned, the protection colors are very relevant. Yeah. Do you think it's the best sword right now, or is it still Fire and Ice?
Oh, for me, it was always the Feast and Famine.
Yeah,
since the printing.
Yeah, I agree.
Because the color, the protection colors are relevant versus removal, and the creature becomes kind of unblockable. Because most blockers are either green or black, or don't really fit to block a creature that gets pumped by +2/+2. So yeah, that's more like sort of unblockable and carnage.
Yeah. So looks like finally connected with the sword, and Denovar discarded Aven Mind Sensor.
Oh, okay.
I don't. Without seeing his hand, I don't think we can really read too much into that. But
we'll see.
One thing is interesting. zkopce does not have blue mana, interestingly, so that could be relevant right now. Although he did pass the turn without any further plays in his second main.
Yeah, you could be stuck on removal.
Yeah,
you don't want to fire removal on the Wood Elf.
He might want to in response to Birthing Pod, though.
Yeah, for sure.
What can we get for 4 mana? Oh, Resolves.
4 mana. Let me get to the rifle to the deck list.
Yeah, let's take a look at that.
Kuri might not be a good idea right now.
Hokori, no. Linvala could.
Palace Jailer.
Yeah, Palace Jailer's great. That deals with Najeela. It's not pro-white, so.
Here comes the Assassin's Trophy.
Oh no, Denovar. He should have fetched before casting the birthing pod.
Yeah.
So
yeah, definitely.
So he cast birthing pod. Oh gosh, he concedes in shame. Oh no. That's just unfortunate. Yeah, that's tricky. That's those sort of little minor things can really bite you in the ass. So let's update our scoreboard. zkopce's up 2-0.
And they didn't switch again, so you don't adjust to that.
Okay, great. I gotta rejoin here. Gotta find it in the sea of games going on right now. Okay.
Meanwhile, I think zkopce is down to 6 cards again, and Denovar kept his original 7.
I'm sure we'll still see a turn to Najeela regardless.
Sure, why not?
Why not?
Maybe Denovar is going with some ramp action for now.
Ah, okay. Maybe we have Denovar's the beatdown this time. So we have a Utopia Sprawl on Savannah, which is a nice start, although Wasteland could get him real good here. Looks like he named green with Utopia Sprawl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that risk has to be taken.
Mm-hmm.
Too much payoff.
Yeah. Okay.
Commander. Finton Elf. Okay.
Okay. Well, we're gonna see the turn to Najeela, assuming he has another land. So, can Denovar outrace or deal with Najeela somehow? Otherwise, this could be a very quick finals.
I think he can. What else is a good start?
Mm-hmm. This is actually, I don't know, like personally, you know, I respect Denovar's deck building and everything, but like I don't quite see the appeal of Wood Elves specifically in a deck where you're not really ramping to 5 very much. Or correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, your commanders cost 4, so like going from 3 to 4 and then 5 doesn't seem super effective.
Yeah, Wood Elves is pretty good with the birthing pod.
Oh right. Yeah.
You have to respect Najeela's ability, Shalai's ability.
Oh, that's true.
Important.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Getting to ramp into the ability and have a body for the +1/+1 counter seems okay.
Yeah. I forgot about birthing pod in the activated ability. That's a good point. Ooh, we got a Swords to Plowshares.
Nice.
Days? Oh, resolves. Okay. All right, Denovar's looking pretty good here.
I have to root for the German here.
Yeah. I have to root for the underdog, period.
Yeah, right. zkopce is 3rd or 4th time in the finals.
Yeah, this is his... I don't know, at least 3 for sure. Could be 4. So, and yeah, his win rate is insane. Like I've been keeping track of all of the results from all these tournaments we've been running, and zkopce is like the highest rated player since he started playing. He has like 70-80% win rate. It's just insane.
Impressive.
Yeah. And what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. If you guys want to check that out, I can show you the link. It's I use this tournament management site called Bracket, BRAACKET.com, and it's really cool because I can import all the old challenge tournament results really easily. So I have a kind of a running historical look at our little tournament, our little league here, so it's kind of cool.
So we see a Stoneforge Mystic.
Yeah, Stoneforge Mystic, and not quite enough mana to play and equip, I don't think. But
would you go for the GTA here, or would you fetch the sword?
Are those the two options?
He could go for Lightning Greaves, but I think that's not the game plan here.
I think GTA makes sense, because you gotta have a way to deal with Najeela. Like, zkopce leans so hard on Najeela to win ultimately that I think the GTA makes sense. Although, I really like Lightning Greaves in this deck, because giving Shalai Shroud means all your creatures can't be touched.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. Wow. So Finhorn Elves blocked the Wood Elves. That's interesting.
I think that's a correct play, because Shalai will otherwise use her ability next turn. And then the Finhorn Elves will die anyway to the GTA. So I think that's a good call.
I guess it depends what he's got in his hand too. If he's flooded, and I mean, if he doesn't care about, like he gave up the chance to play recast Najeela by doing that.
Sure, or maybe he has a Toxic Delusion hand.
Speak of the devil. Yep. Man, just play all the best spells in all of Magic's history when you're 5 colors.
Yeah, why limit yourself?
Yep.
Those mana symbols on the right are just for looks, right?
Mm-hmm. You know what's the worst? Probably the worst thing ever is losing to Najeela when you have Blood Moon out. That nearly happened to me once when I was playing Godo against zkopce.
Okay.
And I had Blood Moon out, and he like recast Najeela, and I didn't have enough mana to like go off. It was a combo deck, and I'm like, am I really gonna lose to against a 5-color deck when I have Blood Moon out? Like, this is not fair.
Yeah, I think that's the cost of Najeela is pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
For being a 5-color commander, it's no restriction on nearly no restriction on casting her, and having just an upside for being 5-color.
Yeah, it's a little absurd.
Yeah,
but
wouldn't have hurt to give her free colors, like give her Naya colors
for casting cost at least.
Yeah,
I agree. But it is what it is. So we have an end of turn Worldly Tutor. So Denovar keeps been playing a lot of tutors. I've been noticing.
Yeah, that's kind of the theme in the green-white deck, I think. I used to play Safi in the 30-life format. Yeah, Zigara is a good call here.
I like this a lot.
Yeah.
It's pretty much 4 spike or days or bust here, I think.
And zkopce didn't have it in the last few turns, so
right. Good point.
Oh, that's just I love it. It's good old times. Zigara's it's a pretty. I think it's just a cool creature.
I love Sigarda too. I built a Sigarda as a commander, which I haven't really featured on my channel yet, but one of these days. It's one of my all-time favorite decks, though, because it's kind of like an Enchantress deck. And I just slap Sigarda down, put an Armadillo Cloak on her.
Oh, that's cool, yeah.
Yeah. Back when the starting life total was 30, it was kind of nice, because I would play Sigarda and try to tutor up the Armadillo Cloak or Unflinching Courage, and then you nice clean like 3 hits.
I like Voltron style. Yeah,
Voltron, exactly.
Great.
Actually, Bear Umbra is awesome too. It's like the original. Oh no, is it the original Sword of Feast and Famine? It's kind of like Sword of Feast and Famine.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, do you know that card?
Yeah, I know the card, but
It's
just because of the protection, or
no, it's 2 green for aura. It gives +2/+2, and then it says whenever the creature attacks, you untap all lands you control.
Oh, right.
And it has totem armor.
Yeah, I was just thinking about +2/+2 and the totem armor. Forgot about the untapping.
Yeah, it's an important part of why that card is.
Yeah, kind of.
So zkopce says he's thinking. So we got a tough call. Tough. I mean, things are the noose is tightening here for zkopce here to deal with.
Yeah, for sure. How are you to expect to deal with the Jite and the Zikara? And I don't think he has the tools for this.
I definitely don't think he's got a tool to deal with Sigarda because Pithing Needle takes care of the Jite quite effectively.
Yeah, but on the other hand, that's still not dealing with the Zigara.
Yeah, well, very little deals with Sigarda. I mean, you can't even cast an edict, like a diabolic edict or anything.
Yeah, right.
And Toxic Deluge is already in the graveyard, so
he could cast the edict, but wouldn't have much effect.
No, would not. Would not recommend it. And
so let's see.
zkopce is at 15, so that's clean 3 hits with Sigarda.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure. What do you think about the green-white archetype? I mean, we have clearly won in our final now, but when you look at the MTG top 8 or at what commanders or which commanders are most played at the moment, you see rarely any green-white commanders. Why do you think that's the way it is?
I think creatures have just gotten so good in the last few years to the point where you can your creatures can be your disruption, and green-white is perhaps the best colors to offer those sort of creatures while also having the disruption available, like Mystic, Stoneforge Mystic and Ajite, or Palace Jailer and all that sort of nonsense. So it makes sense to me. And you got the consistency too, of just having a 2-color deck with all, you kind of have all your bases covered.
I agree on that, but on the other hand, the green-white deck is not really popular at the moment. So I was always wondering why it is not popular.
Because I thought you said it was popular. Oh, okay.
No, it's not popular at any means.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe just it doesn't have that like all-star commander option. I mean,
sure.
you have I've seen people play Janara, which kind of you end up playing a lot of the same creatures, but then you have access to counter spells as well. So you have like partners. You have Tymna plus I guess Thrasios. You can play a lot of the same creatures and still get access to even more colors. You can play Tymna plus Sidar Kondo. I don't know if that's really that popular, but I think that's a pretty effective partner combo too, if you want to go birthing pod or hate bear sort of strategy.
So there's no reason to stay in green-white, you say, because the option to just splash a color is too good.
Yeah, I think I think it's probably more so the fact that like the commanders are so much better that that's kind of the main reason we're seeing that, more so than like just getting access to a 3rd or 4th color. But I could be wrong. I don't know. What do you think? Why do you think it's not seen so often?
Yeah, I think the reason is because it's a fairly expensive deck, and when you go that way with the investment, you could also get yourself a free color deck, and players tend to like the multicolor decks more than the just dual color decks. I think.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think that makes sense.
We see now very important unexpectedly absent. Otherwise, zkopce has would have had the option to attack with lifelink and maybe stabilize with this Segada command.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Just giving it lifelink would allow the race to turn the tide in his favor. And it looks like, interestingly, we saw him put it back in the command zone, even though unexpectedly absent was for X equals 0.
Maybe he wanted to draw the extra card. Maybe a flyer for the for blocking Zigara, like Aven Mind Sensor.
Yeah, it might have been a desperation play, because if you have no other, response to Sigarda, you're just dead.
Yeah.
So who knows whether he drew the mind sensor there, or it was just in his hand regardless.
I think he... I'm not sure.
I think he probably drew it, because if he had it in his hand, I would have... If I were zkopce, I would have put Najeela back on top of my deck, because I could have played both mind sensor and Najeela in the same turn.
Yeah. I would agree. Yeah.
So probably going to see a chump block here, huh?
I think that's the plan.
I'm actually surprised why zkopce ran out the mind sensor on his own turn, because he could have, he's exposing it to path, swords.
Yeah, path and sword is, I don't think an argument, but to the sorcery removal.
Sorry, yeah, like Oblivion Ring or Palace Jailer or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
we get Tainted Pact. Interesting.
Yep.
Oh, I think I know what I would Tainted Pact for. What would you choose?
Oh, gosh. With one mana available?
Yeah.
Oh, Invigorate.
Yeah, right.
Wow. That's a huge blowout.
Killing Sigarda the only way possible, by hand combat.
Yeah. Oh, we have a Vines of Vastwood in this deck too.
Yeah. I think there's quite a lot of pump spells. Oh, there's the Invigorate.
Yep. He knew exactly what he was going for there. Wow. If I'm Denovar, I've got to be a little nervous now.
That's definitely huge.
On
the other hand, the Najeela is cast 2 times, so yes, one more turn.
At least. And at least for Denovar, that the Aven Mind Sensor actually had to die for that trade to happen.
Yeah, that's pretty important as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Interesting.
You have the good old Goblin Warrior.
Yeah. You watching this Vocotech? Still got goblins even in a 5-color deck. But more importantly, it's a warrior than goblin, as it were.
For sure, yeah.
Denovar, interestingly, just can't find this 6th mana to recast Shalai. It's been a few turns now. Well, we see
goes for the main phase. No, that's end of turn.
End of turn, yep. End of turn, Court of Calling for 2.
I wonder what he's getting.
We'll see if zkopce top decked a counterspell in the meantime. He probably is going to have to get something with at least 3 toughness too if he wants to keep it alive through Cratermaker.
I think he does not run Tarmogoyf.
Tarmogoyf would be a really good one.
Yeah.
Wall of Roots.
Ooh, Wall of Roots.
Hey, sometimes you need to get to 6 mana the hard way.
Yeah. Casting Shalai again.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Draw step, abrupt decay. Wow, they're really fighting over this Wall of Roots. So zkopce with infinite answers to this GT as it turns out. I mean, he could have had the needle, the Cratermaker, and the abrupt decay, but this is going to turn out well for Denovar still if he top decks a land.
Yeah. And then zkopce is only with 2 cards in hand.
Actually, just one at the moment. Don't know.
Yeah, but when it's his turn. But yeah.
Yeah.
So doesn't seem like Denovar drew a land here.
No, not with this pause that we've had. Man, I really thought he had this game in the bag, locked up.
He's still in a winning position.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah, I would say. He's got 4 cards in hand. That is a Reliquary.
That's good.
That's good. Although, is that... it's actually just a 2/2. That's going to die to the Cratermaker.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, you're right.
That's very unfortunate. I mean, I guess it's better than doing nothing, but at least this way, like, if zkopce replays Najeela and attacks, he's not going to be able to, like, get that extra warrior.
Yeah, and he has to do it right now, because when he wants to recast the Najeela on his next turn,
right.
he couldn't do it again.
Right, exactly. Got that 1 colorless activation cost. Oh, but he's got Lightning Bolt was the last card in hand. Savage.
All the answers.
All the answers.
Let's see if he rips a land.
Does.
He does.
Wow. Is Denovar going to lose this game?
Ooh. I don't know. Could happen.
Oh, man.
Hmm.
Poor
Denovar.
Denovar he's trying so hard to get to 6 mana, he just can't do it. Meanwhile, zkopce's getting to 7 to cast Najeela for the 3rd time. Unreal.
And then swings for free.
Yep. Get a free warrior. And threatening this activated ability, of course.
Ooh, yeah.
Next turn.
That could stabilize him.
Yeah, Denovar needs an answer right now. But if he has an answer, Najeela's it's going to be a while till Najeela comes back out again, I think.
Yeah, right. Runner 2 lands.
Yeah.
And yet again, no land.
Oh. I mean, yeah, even just recasting Shalai wouldn't be terrible, because like they get first strike, lifelink, or no, trample, lifelink. Sorry, trample, lifelink, and haste. Harbor Elf. Oh no. Vizier of Remedies. Well, that can block Najeela.
Yeah.
But are we going to see Cratermaker activation, perhaps?
I think he will not attack with Najeela, just with the warrior and the Goblin Cratermaker, and then activate the Najeela.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, he's attacking with Najeela.
Maybe there's the next sweet pump spell.
Is he running? I think he's running Mutagenic Growth in his deck, isn't he? Let me check.
Yeah, he is.
He is. So he's got Mutagenic Growth. Obviously, Invigorate, Vines of Vastwood. Not sure what else as far as pump spells go. Interestingly, not... what's the one that gives +2/+2 in Hexproof? That's a good one, too.
Blossoming Defense, I think?
Blossoming Defense. All right. So we got 3 more warriors created, and Najeela's getting activated.
Yeah, all the fair things.
Yeah. It's just snowballed. It snowballs so quickly.
Yeah.
It's absurd. And he's gonna go from 3 life to what, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, interesting. He's now killing the Vizier.
Huh.
Yeah, that's good. That's really
all right, because you get an extra warrior that way, huh?
Yeah.
Smart heads up play. Wow. Maybe we'll see if we can get zkopce on the line and after this match. And I don't want to I don't want to get ahead of myself, but maybe he can give us a little thought process, a little explanation of his deck building ideas. And
Ooh, I don't think you want to block with the Arbor Elf here, Denovar.
No, I think you need to...
Or do you have to?
Untap your Savannah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, right. God, this is absurd.
Is he swinging for 10 now? Yeah, he's swinging for 10, right?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, wait. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, that just fell apart obscenely fast. Damn. Okay, what a swing. All right, let's see if zkopce wants to get on and chat with us here.
Wow, impressive.
Yeah, that was a really he really knows this deck inside and out. I mean, that attack with the Crater Maker and then sack it during declare attacker step. I mean, that's a little.
It's created two more warriors in the end that were the 2 damage more that killed him in the end. Yeah, I think pretty important.
Yeah.
So
let's see.
I think he.
I'm talking to zkopce. No pressure. You can get it if you want to, but. Well played. I'm almost
GGs.
Good GGs. I was kind of curious what was in Denovar's hand there too. Maybe I can ask him. Let's. I'm gonna switch my scene here to.
Wasn't expecting such a clear win.
Yeah, exactly. So here's the bracket, and I'm gonna just do the honors and finalize things here. 3-0, decisive victory, and that's the tournament, folks. zkopce takes it down, and our good friend QKey gets 3rd, and Elephant 4th. So let's finalize this bad boy. Let's see the final breakdown here. Okay, so we have Elephant 4th, 5th place tie between Hello Newton and Samael, and 7th place tie between Voodoo, Jorge, who's watching, hopefully, still was watching earlier, and Donzier. So congrats to our top 8 competitors. I ran Bruna the Fading Light for this tournament and only won a single match, but I actually beat Yuriko, believe it or not.
Yuriko? No, never played there before.
What do you think of Yuriko, QKey?
I'm not sure. Really not sure. I think it's a very interesting commander that maybe is a bit swingy, because the variance what you can hit with her is kind of all over the place, and there's not enough manipulation to manipulate that. And when you play enough manipulation, you don't have enough spells that are kind of the big hits. So yeah, I think it's okay.
Is she on the watch list, do you think? Like among the committee for banning?
I think I can't talk about that.
Okay. All right. In my opinion, I think she should be, because I want to pull my hair out every time I play Eureka. But maybe I just play decks that just get smashed. I know I said I beat her. I think I was really lucky to beat her. I've gotten destroyed by Eureka more times than I can. But
yeah, but you have to play high volume of games against her, and then sometimes it's just absurd, because you can go mulligan to 4 and still win by a landslide.
Yeah,
and then sometimes you keep the good 7 and just hit lands, and you're never lucky, or just hit the 1/1 dudes all the time. So she smashes in for
2
incredible
damage.
2.
Yeah. Last time I played her, like, this guy, he randomly flipped Gurmag Angler, and then like the next turn he brainstormed it to the top of his deck and flipped it back. Just like, come on, that's so unfair. Oh man. Okay.
But I think other commanders can do something similar. So
yeah. Yuriko and Najeela are like my two. What do they call it? Like soapboxy ones. I get a little salty. I should build more competitive decks. Is the bottom line, but it's all right. It's all good. I have fun.
Yeah, you tend to be on the edgy side of the commander choice.
Yeah. I'll take that as a compliment. All right. For sure.
I have great respect for teching with new commanders.
Hey, I took it down with Kira in February, so it was pretty not expecting that, but I was pleasantly surprised. Yeah, so Sebastian had a crazy win streak here. 1, 2, 3, 4 straight wins until he got bumped down to the lower bracket where he had to face zkopce. But you didn't even have the benefit of a bye, unlike most people this tournament. So very impressive.
Yeah, thanks.
And we're gonna see Leovold again, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think you saw my new deck list.
Yeah, quite a bit different though this time.
Yeah, I think besides lands, it's like only five cards similar. So yeah, we will see.
Yeah, well, we're not going to give away too much so people can't pre-sideboard against you, metagame against you. But yeah, anything else you want to add? Any final thoughts for this league or the upcoming one?
Yeah, just for the viewers out there, go join the league. It's lots of fun. You get to play cool competitive Magic regularly. So yeah, I think it's really cool. Yeah. We have, like I said before, the link to that to everything you need to know is in the video description. So just click that link; it'll take you to challenge, and then you'll see a registration page where you can read all the rules and how to sign up and report your matches and all that good stuff. And we have 15 players so far, so it'd be great to get at least 16. We have just a couple more days to do that, like essentially 48 hours. So get on it. Mick and I ask
where do you submit your deck list for the next monthly Discord? Yes, Mick and I, send it to me in a private message, and I collect everything, and I release them all at the same time. So theoretically, people have speculated that I'm metagaming against everyone. I can assure you that's not the case.
No, clearly not.
Clearly not. I brought Bruno the Fading Light to this tournament. If that's not evidence enough, I don't know what is. But yeah, just private message me the deck list. I accept any of the websites, Tapped Out, Deck Stats, or even the French one. I forget what it's called. Deck Magicville. As long as I can export it as a text file, that's what I want to do, because after the league ends, I post these to mtgtop8.com, and we get a little recognition for our tournament, and a little bit of bragging rights for the top finishers. And I think we can get at least 4 deck lists posted, because we had 18 players, maybe even 5 or 6. I'm not quite sure.
I'm sure. I know the guy who runs the site.
Okay.
I think, or at least who, does the submission thingy, and he's always on the more decklist side when it comes down to Duel Commander. So just upload them all.
Hey, you're giving me more work. Careful. Yeah, I know. I'll put
maybe 4 clicks.
I'll put probably at least 8 and see what it ends up at, because I want to figure out, how many I need to submit in the future, because this was our biggest tournament ever. So woo. All right, I think I'll leave you guys with that. If you're not part of the Discord already, join that too. If you're not subscribed to Duelcaster Mage, click on that little subscribe button, and you get some live Duel Commander action every Sunday. And I think that's about it. Take care, guys. I'll see you next week. And thanks QKey for joining me here. We should do this again. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Goodbye.
Okay, bye. And with that, we are out of here. See you guys next week.
Take me in smoke.